Ladies and gentlemen, we have got the series I've been personally waiting for. This is really interesting. In the blue color, we have got playing as Zeus, TheMista. And his opponent on the other side of the map, actually not a very well-known AoM player. El Matador is actually known for his AoE 2 skills. But he has played AoM before, and he's playing as Set today in this match. This is the first set in the, I believe this is the already quarterfinals? No, it must be the round of, yeah, quarterfinals. I'm pretty sure this is the quarterfinals of the Red Bull Wololo. $10,000 are on the line today, and there will be another $10,000 on the line when it gets to the next stage, with only 2 people moving on. Now, TheMista, as Zeus here, bolting that priest means that the priest is not going to get a single animal from the map. So on Ghost Lake, that's pretty devastating because it's low hunt to begin with. Now, you have this little pack of animals and the aurochs and the boar out there, but that's not much, is it now? A bunch of goats and wolves all over the place. Would have been nice to convert to bring him home. I think Set is gonna have to eat the animals that come out. Really curious how well Matador will do against someone of the caliber of TheMista. Look at this guy, like he's already bringing in the boars. They're dying at the appropriate spot so that the villagers don't have much walking to do, except that one. Everybody messes up that a little bit. And he's only using 2 villagers on wood and gold total. So he got the wood he needed, then he swapped over to gold, and he's just sharing the drop-off in order to get a faster temple done, which he can then hopefully turn into a fast advance time and then pressure. Or get a really fast second town center as he redistributes his resources for the classical age. Very interesting. And there's Hermes. So TheMista might be going for Centaur play in this one, but I would still vote for a town center over that. And considering that he has 4 people on gold, I would actually just wager that he's already gearing up for that. He's got 5 villagers on food, which makes it basically possible to afford the heroes as well as villagers that come out later. He's gonna use those to build the houses. He's gonna need a new food source, however. The chickens are usually next. But if he can secure a TC with hunt in front of it like this one, then he can just lure in the hunt. So that should be some pretty clean business. For our Set player, we still don't have an advance time. In fact, we don't have a lot of resources in the bank anyway. So Mista can put on a lot of pressure with Hero plus Centaur. And let me tell you, TheMista's early micro on these handful of units is extremely clean. Obviously, you expect it at this level. He's gonna pick up Pandora's box, which is gonna make myth units cheaper. It's absolutely nuts. I used to just make them train faster, but now they're cheaper. And the Centaurs are already extremely cheap, and for whatever reason, the Red Bull patch didn't actually nerf them. So they're 12 favor here. Now watch what's about to happen. 180. Do I have to reselect it? Yeah, 9 favor now. 9 favor for a freaking Centaur. Are you kidding me? This is one of the strongest units. Is Mr. 1-0? No, I just didn't update it. I'm sorry. Let's update that. This is the first game. Thanks, chat, for notifying me about this. Very good indeed. Alright, with that many gold miners, you just absolutely know that it's gonna be a second TC. As soon as Mista can afford it. 350 gold is gonna be required. The priest is doing the business. Are you feeling converted? Singing the song of his people. Yeah, Mista obviously going for the back TC. There's 2 reasons. Here comes the right in front of Chemo's, TheMista's nose. That's not Chemo. Pretty sure I can tell the difference. He also got out the Heracles, which is gonna be great to deal with these Anubites. What's also great is the Centaur, actually. You just turn off its auto fire mode. It's currently turned on. But if you turn that off, you can just chase away the Anubites and keep shooting them. And you'll actually hit the shots. It's great. Anyway, definitely that boar is gonna be had. It's been so long now. Yeah, he stole the boar. Unbelievable. The priest is gonna die to Jason if he doesn't run it. It's too late now. Oh, maybe Mista can kill actually the boar. Oh, you see, if he kills the boar, he can still eat it, although it will have less food in it than it would have otherwise. Oh, okay. Matador is running. That's the right move. They have 5 speed, these things. It's crazy. So, yeah, actually, Matador is gonna get a whole lot of hunting done back home. Unfortunately, his villagers are not wedged between the mining camp and the gold mine itself. I think there's actually not enough space for it here. But ideally what you want is the perfect wedging situation like this villager is about to have. This is the drop-off distance you're looking for. Or that. He fixed it. There is space. Okay, great. Now those villagers can just turn around and instantly deposit the resources. Now Mista on 2 town centers as well as Matador on 2 town centers will be keeping pace with each other, but Mista's was a little bit earlier and he has more villagers as a result. So that is very nice to see from him. These guys are just gonna go for the lumber camp. Very interestingly, there's Hunt here. Does he not know? Hold up. Why is he gathering so much wood? Matador, normal view. Oh, you're kidding me, he didn't see the animals. Dude, that's nuts. Hopefully he gets to see it with the Anubites, but he's seen on Mista's side that in front of the TC there was some hunt, so he should assume that he has that too. It doesn't always work like that, but very often works like that. Anyways, a market has been made, so he's able to go to the heroic age. He's soon gonna have the food for it, but he really could use that hunt, man. TheMista making the Pegasus. I actually wonder if he got the temple upgrade for it. It's actually coming now, so he made one and then he's getting the winged messenger still. So he's gonna have 2 Pegasi out on the map. That's great. Wait, was one of these actually no. No, it wasn't. He's also got the bow of Artemis, which reduces the cost of ranged soldiers, but not centaurs, thankfully. It reduces the cost of centaurs? Oh my god! It includes myth units. Bruh! He got both relics to make centaurs cheaper, the most meta unit at the moment. They're insanely powerful. And he's getting them on a double discount. This is absolutely nuts. Holy. I'm having an economic crisis moment here in my mind. I can't keep up with this guy. How can he get so lucky? Fortune does favor the bold, and he did go out there to grab the relics, but come on, man. How lucky is that for this matchup in particular? Meanwhile, nothing's going right for Matador. He only now figures out that the hunt is here. He hasn't gotten on the job yet. He's going up Neftis and he's just got it done, but Mista is here to immediately cause issues. He's gonna pick off that Anubite almost certainly. Oh, actually the Centaur is getting distracted here is really good news for Matador. Hopefully he can keep that Anubite alive so that this game lasts more than 5 more minutes. Because if the TheMista denies this Migdol up here, which is... he's only now got enough resources for it. And actually, Mista is gonna go up Apollo to the heroic age. Matador is getting his Migdol stronghold out. And the Scorpion Man's on the field as well. There's no further Scorpion Man just yet. In fact, he doesn't have the wood for it. That's taking us to the wrong player. But this is where he's gathering the wood, and it's just not enough. The villagers have to go to the job and get going with that. The giraffes are dead in the main base, but nobody's gathering from them. So I really hope Matador just focuses on that and leaves like 1 villager on the berries, everyone else to eat the hunt real quick before it decays. Mista actually doing a great job of hunting out there while he's able to. He's farming up. Would like to see that in his main in the future too, but he has enough goats for the moment, so maybe it wasn't that urgent actually. Huh. Anyways, there's gonna be Toxotes, there's gonna be hoplites. Ultimately, Mista doesn't have the army he needs to push right now, but he's not in a big rush to attack. right? He's got the economic lead by 4 villagers. He's picked off a ton of the units. The Pegasus keep coming out for free, so he knows exactly where Matador is going to be. And overall, he's just having a good old time. 86 population for our set player, but a lot of it is tied down in animals. I would actually like Matador to just eat the animals, to be completely honest. I like how he swapped so many people to wood. That is good. And let's see if our Matador is actually going to get out some scorpions, but it doesn't look like it. Engagement is about to go down. This is a very tiny army, however, especially with Apollo done, which means there's a Manticore somewhere. Where is the Manticore? Did I miss Mista losing the Manticore? No, he's just sent it to deal with the Scorpion Man raid, but the Odysseus is going to pick that up before the Scorpion can even bully the villagers. He's gonna hide his villagers at the same time in the TC. Looks like the priests are getting picked off with centaurs. Okay, and Mista is just going to wait for the ancestors to expire a little bit and then trigger ceasefire here. This is very, very nice. Now, a second Manticore will basically ensure that you cannot fight this army. Like, you can't fight Centaur Volley and double Manticore Volley and triple Hero from our Greek player. Nah, you can't do that. That's too much. Has to respect this. The Hoplites are a really good frontline unit here as well. Just to make sure that, you know, Scorpion Men can't dominate too much. Making sure that the Camel Riders can't do too much. And there's Peltas in the backline to deal with any potential chariots. The Ancestors has completely been cancelled out without it doing any significant damage other than some idle time. So all is good with that. And now the priest is getting picked off. Another one bites the dust. And the Mista really only just needs a bunch of houses from here. He's really, really nicely set up. For Matador, I like that he's got a double Migdol. So I really like the second Migdol there. But he's going to need a much, much bigger army in order to do well here. We got the pre-queued heavy infantry, Valley of the Kings. How is that getting pre-queued? Excuse me? We're not H4 yet. We're not even going H4. How is he pre-queuing Valley of the Kings, man? What the heck? You're an H3? How is he pre-queuing that? That must be fake news, dude. He's not going H4 just yet. Somebody in the chat know this? What's going on? Anyway, triple market is coming up as well, so that's some pretty good business over there. A good number of medium peltas now, and heavy peltas will be researched at some point. Heavy infantry coming in for the Mista Ditto. That could be a nice chariot raid if they actually find some villagers, but Mista's building placement is nice, so it kind of funnels them into these little paths. Now here comes the counterattack though, and there's not a lot to defend with. The peltas are targeting down the chariots, the hoplites are on top of the Migdor strongholds, doing some of their sweet bonus damage. Now with the heroic age upgrade, they are heavy. They are so heavy. Doing a good job with the Pharaoh there, shooting from the corner. But the Migdor can't really defend itself if you hug it. So you need an army to actually keep the army at bay and then target with the Migdor stronghold onto what's around. It's pretty good at that, but yeah, you actually need stuff, right? More chariots are coming in. Man, if Matador had everyone at home to begin with, this would have been a very, very different fight. All those peltas just can't seem to do too much of anything. Occupying several screen spaces here is Matador. It's overall looking really good. Todd is coming in, but can he actually survive to make a play with Meteor? All the villagers are coming home to the gold mine, and a lot of the chariots have died. There are now 3 manticores for the Mista to make use of, and the peltas are doing work, ladies and gentlemen. We do not have ballistics on them just yet, so all those units were able to very easily escape. But you know, once Todd is in, and we've got Valley of the Kings elephants pumping out, those peltas suddenly don't do much, but the hoplites sure do. The hoplites are balls of stats. Let me tell you. And you know, this double amygdala is actually a really good location to try and hold with. So Mista cannot attack into this. He can attack into this though, and he sees it, and he's got underworld passage. He could go right now and catch all these villagers off guard. Matador knows this, however, and he's gonna be going back. But he's in the color red, so he should be the one that's making himself mad at this point. Is Mr. the Bull. Is Mr. the Bull. Does Matador just turn this around and start making Mr. angry rather than himself? We'll see. Chariots once again looking to raid. I think they're in the tightest formation possible. This should be box formation. Box formation is meant to spread them out, but it's actually boxing them up. Oh, they're gift wrapped for TheMista to do a giant splash damage attack with the manticores. However, Hera is coming in. So if Mista can just wait that out and have a nice and big fight with that. Nice pick off on the Scorpion, by the way. If he can get a nice fight with Lightning Storm around this place, that could be absolutely huge. Also, he's pre-queuing all the Mythic Age upgrades for economy. The Chariots are looking for a counter-attack. Meteor is about to come in. The timing is impeccable. And he's going to hit the main town center right then and there. Mista is probably going to be looking at this. There's a bunch of glitchy views, but his buildings are getting decimated. His villager number has been cut down significantly. He's actually behind now, but his unit army is just looking way, way, way better. Even with these animals coming in, I'm not sure those peltas are really at risk. But don't forget, the elephants are starting to come out, and there's a lot more units coming on the field for Matador as well. Picking off some of those manticores, Mista having to rebuild. He's had all his relics ungarrisoned, so his archers are more expensive. There's a lot of villagers on Matador's side as well, but Matador doesn't want to stray too far. Hera is still coming in. It wasn't actually being researched in the main TC, which is the crazy part. TheMista is researching it in the back one, and he's got the hero to try and deal with the Phoenix as well. So very nicely done there, very cleanly done there. Matador found the spread formation button, which is great. That's what you want to use, not the other one. There is no more gold mine. There is a lot of food, so he could be triple pumping from the market. Maybe we will be getting to see that. And all of these hippos and rhinos of Set are being eaten right now, so that's a big reason why there's actually so much going on here. The snacks are being summoned, so that's gonna help a little bit, but guess what? The fortress is luring them in, and these villagers are completely safe because of the fortress. Now, it's a little late to use snacks, good sir. It's a little late. Mista is coming around to try and deal with this. He's got plenty of peltas. He will have the TC ultimately. Lightning Storm is going to be used on the villagers only. Yes, on the villagers only. Oh, how many is that actually going to kill? All the units are getting blasted by this thing. Oh my good lord. Oh my good lord. Are you kidding me? He just wiped a gold mine's worth of shit. And then Underworld. Okay. I don't know what Matador does now. He's down. He's down over 20 villagers. He's got no gold income save for the trade. Sure, he's triple pumping, that's nice. But TheMista has Zeus late game coming in. He's gonna have a Bellerophon on the field. And he's picking off more villagers with freaking Peltas trades. The Chariots can't engage this. He's about to get some free Myrmidon from his fortresses. How many fortresses does he even have? I think it's just the one now, right? But as he gets more and more fortresses, especially here on this gold mine location, he should build one up. That would be very nice. The Peltas are getting into the trade. The Hoplites could just clear the markets, honestly. Oh my god, the Pharaoh is dead. The mass Peltas versus the mass Chariot could only go one way, ladies and gentlemen. The fortresses are doing their absolute very best to try and pick off these units. The Manticores are getting picked off by Focus Fire, but TheMista just takes it. He's too strong, and Matador can't hold on. Wow, what a game. Now that was one of the best one I've cast all day. Even though it was maybe a little less close than the others. Especially because of that lightning storm. I mean, let's go at this timeline real quick. Not the idle villagers. That's not the one I want. I want the civilian units. Yeah. Here, they were converging apart, right? That's what Matador wants. 100 plus vills. Exactly, that's great. With high upgrades. But then Mista is like, I have Lightning Storm, turns it around and just kills everything. Absolutely insane, dude. Absolutely insane. The kill death is 2-1 in favor of the Mista. That should tell a story.